Once upon a time, in a peaceful garden, there lived a little sparrow named Sammy. Sammy was a small and timid bird, always feeling afraid of the big world outside. He preferred to stay close to his cozy nest, nestled in the branches of a tall tree. Sammy's family, including his loving parents and playful siblings, lived together in the same garden. They would often hop from branch to branch, exploring the colorful flowers and enjoying the gentle breeze. However, while Sammy's family loved to venture out, Sammy himself felt hesitant and fearful. He was content observing the beauty of the garden from the safety of his nest. In the garden where Sammy and his family lived, there was a breathtaking display of nature's beauty. It was a place filled with vibrant colors and sweet scents. The garden bloomed with colorful flowers, like a patchwork quilt of red, yellow, blue, and purple. Tall trees stood tall and proud, providing shade and shelter for the creatures that called the garden home. The gentle breeze danced through the leaves, creating a soothing melody that whispered through the garden. The atmosphere was peaceful, inviting all who entered to take a moment and appreciate the wonders of nature. The garden was like a safe haven for Sammy. It was a place he knew well and felt comfortable in. The familiar sights, sounds, and scents gave him peace. Sammy knew every nook and cranny of the garden, from the shady spots under the trees to the cozy corners where he could find food. The garden had become his sanctuary, a place where he could relax and be himself. He felt a deep connection with the garden, knowing that within its borders, he was protected and cared for. Sammy found solace in the garden's embrace, finding safety and comfort in its familiar surroundings. One day, a group of big and scary crows invaded the peaceful garden where Sammy's family lived. These crows were menacing and caused trouble for the other birds. They bullied and chased away the smaller birds, including Sammy's family, from their nests. Sammy's family, fearing for their safety, had no choice but to leave their cozy nest and find a new place to seek refuge. It was a sad and difficult moment for Sammy and his family as they had to leave behind the familiar comfort of their nest in order to escape the threatening crows. With heavy hearts, they embarked on a search for a safer home, hoping to find a place where they could rebuild their lives away from the menacing crows. Despite feeling scared, Sammy's love for his family and his determination to keep them safe pushed him to take action. He made a brave decision to confront the crows and find a way to protect his loved ones. Sammy embarked on a journey, setting off from the garden in search of help or a solution to defeat the menacing crows. As he ventured forward, Sammy encountered other garden animals who shared his fear of the crows. There were trembling mice, anxious rabbits, and worried squirrels. They all knew the crows were a threat, but they felt helpless against their intimidating presence. Sammy empathized with these animals and understood their fears. Along his journey, they crossed paths, and together, they realized the strength they could find in unity and working together to face their common enemy. As Sammy continued his journey, he couldn't help but feel overwhelmed by his own fears and doubts. He questioned whether he had the strength and ability to stand up against the menacing crows. Just when his spirits were low, he crossed paths with a wise old owl perched on a sturdy branch. The old owl sensed Sammy's apprehension and offered words of wisdom. The owl advised Sammy to have faith in his own courage and trust his instincts. The owl reminded Sammy that sometimes, the tiniest creatures could accomplish the greatest feats when they believed in themselves. Encouraged by the owl's guidance, Sammy pressed on and soon encountered a group of clever squirrels. Eager to help, the squirrels shared their ideas on how to outsmart the crows. They suggested using teamwork, agility, and resourcefulness to outwit the bullies. Sammy felt a renewed sense of hope as he listened to the squirrels' suggestions, realizing that by working together and using their unique abilities, they could devise a plan to stand up against the crows. With newfound determination, Sammy hatched a plan to rally all the garden animals and unite them against the crows. He knew that by joining forces, they could be stronger together. Sammy shared his plan with the squirrels, mice, rabbits, and other scared creatures he had encountered along the way. Together, they formed a united front, ready to face the crows head-on. Sammy took charge, leading the animals in a coordinated effort to drive away the bullies. He assigned tasks to each animal based on their strengths and abilities. The squirrels used their nimble acrobatics to distract the crows, while the mice utilized their small size to sneak up and startle them. The rabbits joined forces to create decoys, confusing the crows and keeping them off guard. Sammy's bravery and natural leadership skills shone brightly as he guided the animals through their plan. His unwavering courage inspired the other creatures, giving them the confidence to stand up for themselves. Sammy's belief in the power of unity and his ability to lead ignited a spark in each of the animals. They realized that when they stood together and fought for what was right, they could overcome even the toughest challenges. Driven by Sammy's example, the animals put their fears aside and fought back against the crows with all their might. They worked in perfect harmony, using their individual strengths to outsmart and overpower the bullies. As they stood together, the crows have eventually driven away, defeated by the collective bravery and determination of the garden animals. Sammy's heroic acts and leadership earned the admiration and respect of all. The animals were forever changed by the experience, finding newfound confidence within themselves. Sammy's legacy as a brave and inspiring leader continued to live on in the hearts of the garden animals. They understood the strength that lies in unity and the power of standing up for what is right. From that day forward, they vowed to always support and protect one another, ensuring that their garden remained a safe and harmonious place for all its inhabitants. With Sammy leading the way and the garden animals standing united, their combined efforts proved successful. They worked together tirelessly, using their individual strengths and strategies to drive away the crows. Slowly but surely, the bullies were forced to retreat, leaving the garden in peace once again. As the crows disappeared, a sense of relief washed over the garden. The birds chirped joyfully, and the other animals scurried about without fear. The atmosphere became filled with tranquility and harmony. Overjoyed by the victory, Sammy's family returned to their nest, safe and sound. They expressed their deep gratitude and admiration for Sammy's unwavering bravery. They praised him for his courage and leadership, recognizing him as their hero. Sammy's heart swelled with happiness, knowing that he had made a difference and protected his loved ones. From that day forward, the garden thrived under the watchful eyes of Sammy and the united animals. Peace reigned, and the creatures of the garden lived in harmony, grateful for the strength they had found in unity. Sammy's bravery and the collective efforts of the animals served as a reminder that together, they could overcome any challenge that came their way. As news of the victory spread throughout the garden, Sammy was hailed as a hero by all the animals. They celebrated his bravery and admired his unwavering determination. Sammy's family, especially, looked up to him with pride and gratitude. Sammy's journey had a profound impact on him and the other animals. His newfound confidence and courage inspired them to believe in themselves and stand up against any adversity. They learned that they too possessed inner strength and the ability to overcome challenges. The story concludes with Sammy embracing his inner strength and vowing to protect the garden and its inhabitants. Filled with courage and resilience, he becomes a guardian of the garden, always ready to lend a helping wing or voice in times of need. Sammy's legacy lives on as a symbol of bravery and unity, reminding all who reside in the garden that they have the power to face any obstacle with courage and determination.